What is up, YouTube land?
So if anyone has PS1 nostalgia,
Yeah.
when I booted this up today for the first time in forever, I was like, oh man, the feels.
Yeah, this screen right here, because I used to not be able to beat like RE1 or RE2 without codes, and this is pure nostalgia.
Yeah.
It's got Parasite Eve. No Saga Frontier. I think I added that one on the one that I had.
So we are using some cheats today. So we're going to be doing Hunk and Tofu, which I have done on my own off screen. Although Tofu I've only done once on like 100 attempts. And Hunk, both of them are really hard. So I'm really just doing this to save time so we don't have to sit here for an hour for me to potentially not finish Hunk.
Yeah.
That'd be like the worst case scenario. And we have such precious little time that at a point, I delayed it 1 week because I was like, I just want to get better. But there's like a certain like skill stealing in this game because of how, like basic it is in terms of combat and movement, and It's very restrictive that you really can't do better. You just get luckier.
Yeah. It's not like Resident Evil 3 where you have the quick turn and you have the dodge and all that stuff. It really is more like Trevor said, you just have to like hope for like good RNG,
yeah, like
good enemy placement.
The zombies and especially like lickers and other things we'll see. You just have to get lucky.
So I don't know if I've like unlocked for Survivor, but I don't know if I ever played it and beat it. So this is very cool for me.
Yeah, yeah, it's not much. Like, if you do, like, a flawless run, this is only, like, 10-15 minutes long. But the problem is that I'll be showing off the strats I was using for my legitimate attempts. And it's really just playing it a lot more safe and carefully. So especially playing that way, and then getting to the last, like, 5 rooms, which are, like, the real difficulty spike, and then dying there, it's like, goodbye 15 minutes, we have to try again.
Yeah. So what codes do you have on?
It's just infinite health, no poison.
Oh, cool.
I don't even know if I need no poison, but I guess it just makes me feel good.
Does anyone remember booting up Game Sharks, especially for the PS1?
Alpha team here. Mission accomplished. Roger. We'll rendezvous at the meeting point.
And,
So this is all you get. There's no pickups. So you get some good weapons. I mean, nothing enhanced, so just regular shotgun, regular magnum, regular pistol. The real problem is that you only get 2 green herbs.
Woo!
And they are already mixed to the blue herbs, so if you get poison, you basically have to use it, because poison takes a lot of damage immediately.
Wow. So let me ask you this. Has anyone ever put so many codes on a game that it, like, completely broke? I'm pretty sure I did that with RE1 and 2 before, just, like, adding every single thing you possibly can. I remember, like, there were, like, certain, weapons, when you got them, they, like, glitched and whatever. It's just cool.
So I would, if I was doing an attempt, I would already reset.
You would reset, yeah. I don't blame you.
Oh, also, Hunk doesn't have auto-aim for some reason, so it plays more like original RE1.
Interesting. And yeah, like I said, if I was playing RE3 here, because of, like, the quick turns and the different movements, you might not even have to shoot a shot there, but as far as this is concerned, like, that he could have got away from, but that first room was, like, not happening. It's just, RE2 is much more limiting than I remember now that I'm watching Trevor play it.
Yeah, it's just...
And hey, it's RE2, it came before 3, so it is what it is.
No quick turn. If this game had the perfect dodging that RE3 does, it would also be a lot easier, but...
Yeah. So yeah, pretty much all you have to do here is you start in the basement, and you go through the police station, and I think the room you have to go to is the one outside Chief Iron's office? I don't know if I'm correct there.
Yeah, so I'm getting BTFO. I would already be in caution for sure. So one thing I wanted to look up for definitive proof is, there's some fire zombies out of the way.
Nice!
But yeah, it's, that room you have to pretty much equip. Man.
Wow.
It's like once you mess up a room, all the AI is like in other places. you are just getting BTFO, and this is like my worst run ever.
Of course it is, because of doing it live and the dog. Speaking of the dog.
Hey, at least I got past this room.
Hey!
Alright, next room is not too bad. It's just a bunch of crows, but there's so many crows that they sometimes block your way, and then you get hit.
Yeah, there we go.
There's more that spawn.
I like running into crows that, like, literally stop me, a 6-foot, 220-pound guy's path. I'm just like, I can't run past this.
Alright, so this room
crow.
you can pretty reasonably get through it without getting hit. Of course, not this time. But the dogs take a little bit to notice your presence. So the safe way is just to go up the stairs and then shoot.
And remind me again, what do you have to do to unlock Hunk?
Just play through both scenarios. I don't know if you need A rank, maybe.
Okay. Yeah, I'm not sure.
Alright, next room's pretty tough. So I want to quick turn to the left. Well, just have turning to the left immediately.
Wow. Oh, and that's a little bit of bad luck with that zombie's up torso.
And that's another chance where it's just like, you gotta get lucky.
Yeah.
You gotta not do that.
You would rather him fall down than break in half.
Yeah.
Wow.
And we're basically at the second point now. This is kind of the break, although there's no pickups or anything to get.
I like how they still didn't put any monsters there. They're like, no, it's the sacred lobby.
Change of music, and these rooms are a lot more scary. Hey.
I kind of like how they set that up, though. The kind of break where you're like, and I'm sure like everyone would be looking around like, where's my pickups?
So 3 lickers in this room. Cool. No matter what you do, it's pretty much you just want to run through.
Yeah.
Ooh. Oh.
Yeah, why would you ever fight 3 lickers except for in the lab?
Yeah, especially
where
since
they're in your way.
The major difference is that since you just have the normal shotgun.
Yeah. Like 4 each.
So this room is really rough. So there's 2 of the plants.
Wow.
And it's one of those things that they're in such a tight corridor that what you want to really do is just to bait them out, and you need to save your magnum rounds for the next room and a room after this. So you bait it out, and then these regular plants, even just the regular ones, take probably 25 handgun bullets.
I don't think I've ever shot the plants with a handgun.
Yeah. It's just, if you get close enough for the shotgun, they spew poison at you, which you cannot... If you get poisoned, it's over.
Yeah, that was like 20. Wow.
Alright, and there's another one over here. They'll probably... Can't even see what I'm doing, but it's probably over there.
Good old fixed camera angle. I'm probably shooting this thing. You are.
Yeah. So, in that case, I would have got poisoned. That would have been one of my green herbs right there.
It, like, hit your toe. Oh, my toe. Oof.
Yeah, so that's already... Of course, like, when I was, like, looking up, like, strats for ideas, looking up speedruns, and of course the speedrun's just immediate A to B, don't get hit. It's just like, you try to replicate it, it's just like, how? How do you get past these red plants? Oops.
You literally have the G virus.
Yeah, so these red, even with the Magnum, take like 4 to 5 bullets each.
Nice.
And here's the problem. So now that the things are on the ground... Okay, I actually got past it.
They still do that?
They still do that.
I don't think I ever knew that.
It doesn't poison you, but it does take health, which is obviously a very precious commodity.
Wow.
This room's not too bad, actually. You probably can't hear it because of all the sound that's going on, but big guy's here. So what you want to do is just wait here for 5 seconds, bait him out over here. He's so slow that...
Yeah, the speedruns probably did this like 5,000 times, so they're just like... I don't know. You keep failing over and over again until you somehow string it together.
And there's some rooms. I think this next room, there are so many insane strats to get through here as fast as possible. So there's a bunch of zombies on the ground. And all of these corpses are alive, of course.
Wow.
And then there's another crawling one, so...
You would have to... Wow. Can you go in the non-straight-in-your-way rooms, like the STARS office?
No. Yeah, and you can't actually shoot these guys. I mean, obviously the safest way is just to shoot everything, but that's so many bullets.
Yeah.
Alright, next room's another doozy. So these are the upgraded liquors. There's 3 of them.
Oh my god.
And there's one cleverly hidden that does a lunging attack every time. Let's see if I can...
Oh!
That has killed me on so many runs.
Oh my god.
So at least I dodged that.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
This is another rest room, which is nice.
Hmm.
And this room isn't too bad. It's 2 red plants again, but the one is very easily avoided, and the other one you can just mag them. So if I was doing a legitimate run, I'd use the shotgun a lot more, but I just wanted to talk about the rooms more than anything.
Yeah. Makes sense. Blah. And it was closer to you than I thought.
I think this is the absolute doozy room, so I want to be holding up and like a very specific like tap
gosh.
left and right, because there are like 10 zombies in this room. You have to do it perfectly.
Luckily, there is not a room like this in the actual game.
Yeah. I mean, regular room is a save room. There's literally 0 enemies.
Well, no, I meant that, like, there's no room with that many enemies in a small place.
Another room with a bunch of zombies, but this one's not nearly as bad. And last room is actually fairly easy, although it is kind of a health check, because it's once again Big Guy in his classic first appearance. And of course, Big Guy, basically it's a guaranteed hit. So if you're on bad caution, you get into limping red, you're probably dead, and you're literally 5 feet away from it, finishing it.
It's so rough. Hello? The glorious flares. That feel when not Brad.
Rip. Yeah, we'll be showing Brad off in a little bit.
Hey, this time the helicopter doesn't crash into the water tank. That's nice. Come on. Was Hunk ever in another game?
I don't think so. I don't know if he made an appearance in Umbrella Chronicles, but who knows? Oh, dude, look at that JPEG'd building. That's so soulful. Obviously, he was in a remake too, but other than that, I don't know if he appeared in anything else. But all those Umbrella spin-offs, he's probably like a guest appearance somewhere.
He's probably in Umbrella Agent.
Are you ready for the best screen?
Yes.
End of one nightmare, prelude to the another.
Uh-oh.
At least it's a typo on a screen that almost no one will ever see.
You had one job, Capcom. One job. Well, that was cool. But now, we get into the not coolness.
Yeah, so I'll be showing off Tofu. There's really no point of actually finishing it, because he literally just has Hunk's voice lines and everything. It's the exact same.
So this one, you have to get a On all scenarios?
You have to get A on 6 separate scenarios.
Ooh!
So, as far as I'm aware, you could do, like, Claire A, Leon A over and over if you just want to be a baby about it.
The hell?
A weird sound clip.
I like Tofu in real life. It's pretty good.
I like it with things. I mean, obviously, Tofu is basically flavorless.
Yeah.
So, in this, because I'm using a Game Shark, for some reason, he's kind of messed up. So, normally, Tofu starts out as white, and then he turns yellow and then red. But with the infinite health glitch, he's in danger for some reason, and also he's in caution.
Huh.
Which doesn't affect Hunk or Leon or Claire, from what I could tell, so it's interesting that it affects this. But yeah, you literally have even less than Hunk in terms of recovery, because it's only 2 green herbs and 1 blue, and a knife. That's all you get.
What do I give them this idea?
Tofu does have a ton of health when you're not cheating, but this is just insane.
What's the furthest that you got legit?
I've actually finished this once.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. But it was very patient. I would do stuff like bait over.
Like all the enemies, yeah.
Saw my pro strats there. What's the next room?
That squeaking is me. Nice. What?
I don't know. It's something Japanese. Who has any idea? But yeah, I've probably done Tofu because you can restart really fast. I've done it at least 100 times. But imagine me grinding it out just for LPs.
No, thank you.
Alright, I guess we're done here. Alright, so I'll be showing off the special key.
Yeah, folks.
Which you get from Brad. And just going to do a fresh shave on Leon A.
Yeah, I always like to do this. I don't know why. It was like... It was one of those cool things to do, being like, oh yeah. Because you don't need to beat the game or anything. Your first time through, you can do this.
Yeah, you can do it.
And
it's just very hard.
The zombie you fight is definitely the hardest zombie in the game. Easily.
Yeah, and I'm doing it on Leon because Claire's gun, because you can't pick up anything. You can't pick up any handgun bullets before you get to the room. Claire only has 13 bullets in her gun, and Leon has 18, which is a huge difference. So for Leon, I think you have just enough ammo, if you're lucky, to kill Brad without a knife.
Once you get to the police station, can you go back inside and then go back outside? I want to say that's a thing.
I don't know.
So how many people do you think, like, just died on that first screen?
Oh, a bunch of people. I know AVGN dropped at this screen. He always complains about RE2.
It is definitely an interesting take. RE1, if you really think about it, RE1 is like, you're completely safe.
Freeze!
Who are you? What are you doing here?
Who are you? What are you doing?
RE2, you're in danger right away. RE3, you're in danger right away.
Human.
Yeah, it's just the natural progression of having the...
RE4, you're not in danger right away?
No, you're not. Because you start in the car, and you can get to the first house. I mean, you're in danger within, like...
10 seconds,
Yeah,
but you can kind of walk it out.
Sorry about that, babe.
I love the sound effect they use for locking the door. I wish when I lock doors it was like...
So, cool thing about this guy, so if you don't pick up anything and just leave immediately, you can leave without him dying, but...
when you walk out.
Yeah.
He's like, "Ah!"
I think it's a cool attention to detail.
Kendo's definitely one of those things they did in the RE2 remake where they, like, really expunged upon it that they really didn't have to do, but it was really cool that they did. Like, I don't think anyone was like... I think people wanted to see more of Chief Irons, but I don't think anyone was like, oh my god, can we see more of the gun shop owner? You know what I mean? Like, I don't think that was a thing.
Yeah, it's just too bad that the gun shop owner got so, like, a generic thing of being, like, mud daughter.
Yeah.
I know that it like plays on heartstrings for Parenthood, whatever, but
I think DLC has him doing more.
yeah.
I wish I could walk up steps that fast. Dun dun dun. I used to play this game so much that I would like try to read all the different like graffitis and stuff like that, like Alex and looks like Noel, and like try to see what it is. And you're like, at up Z. What's that?
Yeah, it's interesting playing this game again of how many rooms you have to go through on a route to get to the police station. Especially for someone that's jumping into this for their first RE game, which was probably fairly common. I mean, this game sold millions more than RE1. It's, I bet a lot of kids got filtered.
Yeah. So you just have to take all these hits, huh?
Yeah, if you're really good, I guess it just depends if you can respawn Brad, like you said. Which I'm assuming you probably can.
I want to say you can. Yeah. I want to say that's the only way I ever beat him.
But it's just, whatever. Saving time.
Yeah, because RE3, yeah, you start in danger, but after one room, you're, like, safe for a while. And, wow, you're still not... Oh, yeah, you have the infinite. Yeah. I was like, you're not caution yet?
I'd probably just be regular
normal
caution.
Yeah.
But, yeah.
Alright, so if you don't pick up any items... You can fight zombies and stuff like that, but if you don't pick up any items and you go down here, one of our friends, Brad Vickers.
I've been playing Remake 3, and seen Brad in it. So yeah, Brad is the strongest zombie in the game by a lot.
Easily.
He just took 14 bullets and he's not dead. Oh well.
Wow.
17. So yeah, you don't need to have like a completed save or anything to do that. You can do that whenever you want. It's just insane on both routes. Like A route, you have to go through like 8 rooms and not pick up anything. And
do they? I'm sorry. Do they specifically tell you it's Brad in this game?
I don't think so.
I like how they put that in, and then in 3 they're like, oh, by the way, Brad dies.
Yeah, Brad does get name dropped in one of the files, but other than that, I don't think they say anything about.
And you don't see Brad in RE1, I don't think, because he's always in the helicopter. Interesting. I guess it's one of those things you wouldn't know right away, but after you played 3, you're like, oh, that's Brad. Just go!
Who are you? Oh.
Dude, I like some of the PC RE2 remake PC patches. They're when you walk into this room in the remake, instead of saying like "Welcome, Leon," it says "You suck, Leon." And every time I see that, I laugh really hard. You suck, Leon.
Chris and the other STARS members discovered that Umbrella.
What's his name? What's this guy's name again?
Martin, maybe? I literally
Marvin.
Marvin. Yeah, that's it.
He's really cool in 2 Remake.
All this started.
And they give him a little bit more, obviously, instead of meeting him one time.
Yeah, it's still sad that he still turns into a zombie, but you can't do anything about that.
I like the way they did it. You just return back one time and he's a zombie. Yeah. It's not like a cutscene. He just is, and you're like, oh.
You should be able to unlock the doors in the hall with this.
Yeah, at some point he like passes out and he's just laying down, and he's still alive and fine. But then when you come back, especially after the underground.
What if Marvin just shot Leon?
That'd be awesome.
Just hold on.
Reminder that it's canon that Leon, Claire, none of them ever get bit one time, because everyone else without plot armor gets bit one time and it's over.
Oh yeah, right.
Got wrecked.
Just thinking about all the awesome costumes.
Awesome. Ba-da-bum. Can I just get
Click.
Can I just get the police station music on repeat, please?
I will say of one thing about RE2. As much as I don't think we really like dogged on this game.
No, it's still good. It's just
still
not my favorite.
It's still great, but it is my favorite soundtrack in the series by a lot.
I can't even tell you anything about the RE3 soundtrack, and I've played that game a billion times.
It's just
RE1 soundtrack is pretty Kino, but I don't know anything about RE3 as well.
it is good. RE1 and Remake 1 are my number 2 and number 3, but RE2 regular, very good.
Yeah.
Ooh, we get to see another iconic scene.
Do you know what I haven't seen for a really long time? Correct me if I'm wrong, I might be wrong, but doesn't RE2, normally the game is in one of those big jewel cases, but isn't there a greatest hits version that's in a small case?
For RE2?
Yeah.
I don't think I've ever seen a greatest hits RE2.
Maybe there isn't a greatest
There's a
hits.
DualShock edition, which actually has a different like game code.
There's a DualShock version?
Yeah, there's a DualShock version of this game.
Huh.
But it's not like it's the same cover art. It just has in the.
It just says DualShock.
I actually think it uses the same like. There's this little yellow emblem, which has on the original release. It has like a contest. But on the DualShock edition, they just recycle it and just say DualShock edition.
Interesting. I was gonna say I like how the Resident Evil 1 had so many different versions. Like they couldn't stop themselves from making director's cuts of that game. And then 2, they're like, it's fine. But then I guess I was proven wrong.
There we go, bud.
DualShock.
Which one should I pick? We can see both. But I guess I'll just do left.
Oh, yeah. He's putting his clothes on, ladies. Zip.
I like this one less than the other one, but he also holds his gun like this.
Oh my god, that's pretty cool. Yes, original.
This one's cooler, I guess.
Oh, it's the hat, bro.
And you get to see his biceps.
If only he had a tattoo that said mom or something like that. Yo, grab the Gatling gun. Are those aren't codes, those are stuff you get for beating the game, right?
Yeah, it's basically doing... The Gatling gun is Claire A rank under 2.5 hours, and then Rocket Launcher is Leon rank A under 2.5 hours.
Dude, that gun must weigh 80 pounds. Like, that's something that, like, literally it would take Arnold Schwarzenegger to carry.
Yeah, and, like, Leon's such a... I mean, he's not, like, a little guy, but look at his arms.
He's not a big guy for you.
Alright, so I'll be showing Claire's costumes just real quick. I'm not going to cut the part. It's fine. Sure.
It's fine, it's fine.
I had to bring my PS1 today.
Ooh, oh yeah, because of the game shirt.
Yeah, this is the parallel port.
Okay, so I'm gonna look up for all you people out there, because I know you're carrying quite a bit right now. If it has a greatest hits version.
Yeah, I'm not saying it doesn't, but I don't think I've ever seen it.
So yeah, the DualShock one, I've seen that before. Apparently, people want $220 for it on eBay. For some
What?
reason.
That's crazy.
That's what it says. I mean, that's someone asking.
Yeah. I mean, I will say that I don't see the DualShock edition like almost at all compared to the original one, so maybe it is legit rare.
Anyway.
I already have a save file for this, so we don't have to watch
Oh,
it.
nice. Okay, so...
Resident Evil.
Yo. Check it out.
Huh.
There is a greatest hits version that's a small case.
Why have you ever seen that?
I must have.
It was only $40, so it's not like it's...
Yeah, it's not like it's
something-
rare, but I must have. Yeah. It's pretty... For a game that sold that much, it's really weird that we never see the greatest hits version. It's usually the opposite, you know?
Yeah, maybe they just wanted to delay it to get the full $50
Yeah.
arenas. Alright, so Claire only gets one costume, but she gets something cool, too.
Hers is like biker, right?
Yeah, it's like a biker sort of thing. But there's also a
Oh,
Colt
goodness.
Python.
Yo, check that out. Check the gun. I wish it had the thing where you could, like, view it.
Yeah.
Used by cowboys. You can do that in 1, right? You can view the item in 3D.
Yeah, I think so.
I want to say you can, and 3 you definitely can. Do it. What?
Yeah, it's just a regular handgun, but it shoots really fast.
Oh, it's a hand. Oh, that's cool. Oh, that's cool. It uses the normal bullets. How did you beat Brad with Claire? Oh, just use the knife, I guess.
Yeah. But since you had to do 5 handgun bullets worth of knife, you literally have to knife him like 20 times.
Rip. That's a cool gun. I like that.
Alright, we're officially done with RE2. So...
Thank you for the 7-year hiatus for all you people that were just waiting
I do wish,
on bated breath.
I do wish that I had the skill or endurance to do an actual Hunk run, but whatever, it doesn't matter.
It would just end with a lot of frustration, and that's not too cool. The last thing we need is to make LPs and make it, more frustrating than it already is. Let me do the frustration with me playing the bad games. Thanks, everyone. Have a good day, and this was RE2, 1998, PlayStation 1. There is a greatest hits version and a DualShock version. I was right. I'm always right. Bye.
Yeah, Spencer's always right about everything.